watched the first episode, so that was interesting. Um,
It was
okay.
interesting.
No, it was good. I feel like last season was a little rough, like with all this sort of Taylor, Shep, Olivia, you, and I feel like that's sort of not done, but it's like put to bed a little bit. How did you feel coming into this season of filming?
How did I feel coming into this season of filming? I mean, yeah, so much happened last season, and then so much happened between, the reunion and then beginning to film this season. And I know that, the last time that you saw us on camera was at the reunion, but Shep and I have had some time to, hang out and this and that. But we hadn't had like the talk yet. Like we hadn't like sat down to be like, where are we and what are we doing? And it's probably because Shep and I have been doing it for so long at this point that like we both were like, let's just
Of course.
so like we knew that that we had moved on and moved past it and that we wanted to be in each other's lives, but like we hadn't had the like basement cleaning talk yet. And so we wanted to save it, for camera and things like that. But um coming into the season, I think that I'm coming in with like a really good, headspace. I am dating a girl who makes me really, really happy. It's someone that I just like couldn't like ignore in my life. I tried to like avoid the commitment thing because apparently that's something that I do. And then I was like, why are you like avoiding this, Austin? Like you really enjoy spending time with this girl and she makes you like a happy person. So why are you trying to run away from this? And I think that she is like a big, promoter of my piece. And so me being able to come in into this season, I feel like with a very clear, a very clear head. Yeah.
Yeah. Will we see Audrey on camera at some point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was she not in the first episode?
No, I don't think
It's
so.
so funny. I didn't even watch the first.
No, she's not there yet.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. We will see her. She for sure. She films with like my parents at one point. She films with my little sister. I take her on a date. She goes to a party here. Yeah. Yeah. She's
Okay.
not like full on in it, but like enough to.
Good. Okay. I think that's a perfect amount because I know we have Shep sort of getting into a relation or an entanglement of some sort with like someone
Right.
who's a fan of the show. And I'm always curious when you guys are dating, like, does that run through your head? Like, oh, does this girl just want to be on camera or does she really like me? And when you were dating and when you started dating Audrey, was that ever a concern or like, no, this girl is like the real deal?
Yeah. Yeah. So it is a concern, right? Like I feel like uh the guys are always kind of wary of like wanting to tell each other like, hey man, hope that that's this, and then, someone will be like, oh yeah, yeah, like I'm not gonna date her, I'm just gonna. So it like is a point of contention to be like dating the person for the right reasons, or is the person, dating you for the right reasons? Um, and for me, it was never even like a thought that Audrey was trying to use me for some sort of, I mean, in fact, she was like, trying to not be like involved as much, right? But she did it, because she knows that it's my life and that it's like
For you?
important. And she's yes, and she knows that. And she's like, I just like the way that we are, and I don't want this to change us. And that made me so like, oh, you're such a rookie at this because just wait, if there is like a season 11, then that's when, they'll pry. They'll pry at our relationship and try to, but anyways.
Hopefully not. Well, we'll see. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
we do see in a preview that Paige says that you and Shep are foaming at the mouth to claim that like Craig's changed because of her. And I'm
Yeah.
curious, like these sort of male friendships, like, do you think inherently your friendship is going to change when you get in a relationship? Like when you got in a relationship with Audrey, do you think your friendship changed at all, or was it different with Craig?
Yeah. Well, first off, let me just say that when I saw that part, like I kind of like my eyes got big. So I was like, that is not the truth at all. So that's I don't think that's Shep, or I think that like it's Paige's, fault that Craig has changed, right? Like that's just Craig. Like that's just Craig doing what Craig does in his own Craig way. Now, when you start to date someone, of course, you get influenced by, the person that, you date, right? So he's probably more of like a, house, home homebody more than, he was in the past, but that's okay. Um, I think that I'll never forget this. Back when I was dating Madison, so this is like, COVID, right? So like four freaking years ago at this point. And I was spending a lot of time over at Craig's house, right? Because it was like, all right, let's like, quarantine. And Craig had kind of just broken up with the girl that he was dating at the moment. We were spending all this time together. And Madison was like, Austen, like, why are you spending so much time, with Craig? And then she was like, that, the moment that he begins to date someone, he's just going to drop your ass. And that is what happens when Craig begins to date people. He like, boom, he just like fully like invests in that person. And then when he was, single, yeah, he just like didn't want to be alone and, used me as that person to not be alone. Um, so yeah, I
Got
think
it.
that Craig does do that.
Got it. Is it
Like more so than other people, right? Because, when Shep dated Taylor, Shep was always like, let's get dinner, Austin, man, come and get dinner with us, right? And like with Audrey, I'm always trying to get dinner, with friends. Craig doesn't seem to be that way.
is it a New York thing too, just because he's going back and forth?
I couldn't tell you, you know.
Yeah. Well,
I
I do
couldn't
want to
tell
talk
you.
about Shep too. Obviously, he's seemingly, turned a new leaf at least to some extent so far, based on, you know, since BravoCon. And obviously,
Mhm.
you and Craig were a little apprehensive, which seemed fair. Um, you know, do you think you did the right thing, sort of giving it space before you had those conversations on camera and sort of letting him realize how bad it was? Or do you, because he seemed really hurt by you guys sort of casting him aside or whatever he wants to call it.
Sure. So I do think that Craig has always been better than me at like setting boundaries, right? Especially with Shep. If Shep does something that may piss off Craig, then Craig can like back up and be like, I'm not doing this, and I never do, right? I'll always answer Shep's phone or meet up with them for like a drink, but then kind of the moment that you do that, it kind of justifies whatever it is that you're kind of like annoyed at them for, and then they're like, okay, well if like we're getting a drink, then like it's not that bad and like it's all good. So it doesn't really like teach you any sort of lesson, right? And I was like, okay, for the first time, I'm gonna put my foot down and be like, I cannot be associated with this behavior at the moment, Shep. I cannot be like, associated. And so I wanted it to, hurt his feelings. Like if it didn't hurt his feelings, then that means that he doesn't care about, me as a friend. And I kind of wanted to teach him like a lesson of just like, hey man, like things have got to change and you have to want them, to change. Because like if we're out together and you're acting like a fool, then it's never like, oh man, Shep is acting a fool. It's like Shep and Austin like are drunk together. And I'm like, no, we're not. It's just Shep acting this way. So we get, roped in together. And I was just like, look, man, I need things to change. And so I did want it to hurt his feelings. I did want him to feel sad about it enough to the point where he's like, okay, things have to change.
Yeah, that's fair. He does mention in the first episode, sort of brings up your sister and his ayahuasca journey, which obviously you've talked about a little bit, but is obviously very personal. Were you sort of surprised that he brought that up, or had you heard it before, so it wasn't as shocking, I guess?
Heard what before? The
The
story
vision.
about my sister, or
Hmm.
that was the first time that he brought it up. And honestly, when we sat down, and like when I knew that he was going to ayahuasca, I mean, we were talking about it. And when he was there, even he sent me like a rundown of, things that had happened, but never that story in particular. He saved that, for like our one-on-one talk. But I honestly was fearful a little bit that he was going to trip or something and like see like a vision of me, with like fucking horns on my head or something. So I'm like very glad that that didn't happen, right? Because I was like, oh no, like I hope that he doesn't have like a bad trip, when he thinks about me or something. But very very pleased that it was kind of the opposite.
Yeah, okay, good. I wasn't sure. No, but actually you took it like it seemed like a really good conversation. And I'm
Yeah,
curious
it
because
was.
like
It could have
Bravo.
gone on for like, 3 hours, by the way. We were just sitting there going, but, we kind of had to keep it, yeah, it could have gone on for a long time.
Yeah.
It did go on
Um,
for a long time.
So Bravo obviously I'm imagining has a lot of female viewership, and I'm curious because so much of the show is around this sort of male friendship between the three of you and sort of the trials and tribulations of that. Do you have male fans or guys like you come up to you and say that they watch the show? Like, is what are those interactions like when you meet like male fans of the show?
Yeah. I absolutely have women and men that come up, and the women say, Southern Charm is the only show that I can get my husband to watch because of, you know, you guys.
Hmm.
And that makes me laugh. And then when the men approach me, they're like, Austin, I mean, they're just different. They're like, you're the man. But they do come up and um, they're like, oh man, my wife would kill me if I can get like a picture with you. I'm like, you watch the show too, man. You watch the show too.
I know plenty of straight men who are like, "Oh, I just see it because my wife," and I'm like, "Nah, you watch the show."
And there's probably like another room, another man TV that you could watch if you want, but you're sitting there,
Exactly.
you're asking the questions. And I get it. I get it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, another interesting dynamic is obviously you and JT. He sort of has an olive branch this season for you, but like when you before filming, where you're like, "All right, I'm open to reconciling or talking to him, but we're never going to be friends," or like, sort of, what were your thoughts going into the season with JT, knowing you had to film with him?
Yeah, it was kind of that. It was kind of that right there, right? And I've been doing this long enough to know that I don't want to sit there like and look bothered all year and be all mad and be like, pouting and telling my friends to not, hang out with them or talk to them. I was like, dude, you got to be even the bigger man here and just like try to at least, I mean, coexist, with
Hmm.
not, wanting to throw something at his head every time that like he walks in the room, right? It's just like not a good look. And I mean, not like the most like mentally healthy thing to want to do, right? Every time that you see someone's face, because, if there's a dartboard, somewhere in my house, like his face would be on it, but that's, behind closed doors. So just was like, all right, well, let's see what goes on here. Let's see how he like approaches this. Let's see where he's coming from. Because if he comes in and guns a blazing, then man, this is easy. Like this is easy. Like I can just wash my hands clean of you and never be in your presence again.
Yeah, I loved the canes, and you were just like, it's just weird. Like, this guy's just weird, just giving out canes to people.
I mean, it was so bizarre because the van got there, or the party bus got there, and everyone got out, and everyone like was walking up to the group, and everyone, hey, 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 man, good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. I mean, you look great, you look great. Let's take a picture here and there. It took JT like 30 minutes to kind of enter the group chat because he was just like doing his thing in the corner. It was just he's just like so bizarre. It's all like a calculated move.
Mm,
It's just bizarre.
yeah. I know Taylor is a new guy. You guys used to be close, or maybe you still are. I'm curious, like, yeah, are you as close as you once were, or are you sort of like do your own thing now?
Yeah, I mean, look, Taylor and I, we will always be friends, and I will always be Team Taylor, and I will always, be there if she needs to talk. But we both, or I certainly took a step back, right? There was no like, calling her to get lunch or anything like that. It was like we ruffled some feathers, and like you're dating someone and I'm dating someone, and not that my girlfriend would ever be jealous of that because she's just wonderful like that. But like it was just one of those things where it's like maybe we just shouldn't be doing this. Like we should take a break. We should let people kind of heal, like including you, Taylor, right? And we kind of did our own thing this year, right? Like there were like a couple of times and it was like, hey, let's get you and Taylor going to lunch. And I'd be like, that's just like not the direction that I'm trying to go in at the moment. And, but like I love to see her like at parties and stuff, with the cast. And like I love talking to her there, but I honestly just thought that both of us needed to like do our own thing and go, yeah.
More group setting stuff, which makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
It seems like you and Madison get along this season. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Madison and I actually have a lot of fun together. and we met up for drinks multiple times. And I think it's just like a testament to him and her husband, Brett, who's like, yeah, cool, go, right? Like, I even asked him, right? I even asked him at the horse race. I was like, hey, would you be cool with me asking Madison to go get drinks? So trying to be as, respectful like as possible, right? Like, hey, like there is, nothing going on here. Just want to. So we would have just some laughs, and it just made me think. I was like, man, maybe like we were always just like meant to be, this way, just like laughing our ass off, you know, gossiping. So yes, it is fair to say that Madison and I have a healthy relationship this season.
Love to hear that because I love you and Madison on camera. I think you guys are hilarious together when you're not being, in a
Yeah,
toxic relationship, obviously. But
sure, of course.
that's right. In terms of the newbies, sort of, it's always fun bringing in new people. What were your thoughts? Had you run in the same circles with some of these people before?
Yeah, so let's see. I had just known Sally by reputation. I've known Molly for years. She's run around in the same circles, for ages. Like, and Charleston is so small that she actually lived in my old house, the house that Craig was my, roommate in for a little bit in like season, what was that, 8 or 7 or something like that. Um, Molly actually lived there when I moved out and bought my house for like, 2 years. So I've known Molly for a while. And then Ryan is a new friend. And I just can't say nicer things about him. He's like low key, like the guy that Whitney had in mind when he created this show.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you know what I mean? He is such like a gentleman, right? But like he also had, Shep in mind and people like, me in mind that like are messy, when we drink or whatever and say things that, we shouldn't, right? Ryan is not that way. Ryan is not like a sloppy person. He doesn't, mince his words. He doesn't, raise his voice, but he says what is on his mind, for sure. So I think that all three add a really nice and much needed, layer to our show.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Austin. It's great talking with you. I'm excited to see the rest of the season.